Man United are crumbling. This 3-horse race is slowly becoming a 2-horse race. We just got to make sure we don't do the same. Hey up everyone, what's going on? Yes, so as you saw there, back-to-back draws for Man United mean they have dropped 5 points behind us in the Premier League. Tottenham still remain 3. They continue to win everything. I've not looked at this yet, but I have a sneaky suspicion something amazing is going to be on this goal list if I click on it. Yep. Whilst I feel like I should appreciate that Azarta has more goals than Federico Rossi, a striker I tried to bring in last year, an asterisk does have to be put on Rossi because Sem Budak does have 20 goals. So I don't think Rossi's being used as an out-and-out striker. But then again, neither is Azarta, so, you know, I'm sorry. But Azarta's minutes per goal is one of the best in the division. Oh, good God. It would be even more embarrassing if Silva didn't have 16 league goals. Well, since we last met, we eventually dominated Preston 4-0. We were awarded with West Brom, who you may have noticed in the first part of this video, were the ones to knock out Man United in the FA Cup, which does mean the FA Cup looks a little bit like this now. There are 2 Championship sides still in it, and the remaining Prem sides are Chelsea, Everton, who play each other, Brighton, Sheffield United and West Brom. I thought last year was going to be the easiest opportunity to win the FA Cup. This year's the easiest opportunity to win the FA Cup, and we've already done it. I don't really want to have all these fixtures. Of all the years to have an uncompetitive FA Cup, it's the one where we've got Champions League football and all the other stuff. The falling on the FA Cup was followed up by 2 almost bull games in the Premier Division, or Premier League as it's known to normal people. 1-0 Fulham, we missed a penalty, Azarta 86th minute. 30 shots, 13 on target, 1-0. Meanwhile, a 3-2 against Leeds. Yes, we scored 3 goals in the first half an hour. In fact, all the goals were scored in the first half. Were those 2 goals their only shots on target? Nearly. 4 shots on target, 2 goals. 15 shots on target for us, 3 goals. Just the 56 shots between those 2 games. We nearly didn't win either of them. So just a small matter of Manchester City and Bayern Munich today. Well, of course, we've got to maintain our foothold in the Premier League and our advantage in the Champions League. How's everyone else doing, by the way? Barcelona knocked out Chelsea. Dortmund knocked out PSG. Real Madrid still in it, as well as Tottenham. So Porto have an advantage over Inter. Man United and Atletico Madrid games are weirdly finely poised. I actually kind of worry for Man United here, considering Valencia topped their group. But that's all a little later on. Now, Chelsea play Tottenham, whilst we take on Manchester City, who sit in 7th. It's not even time for the game. Right. The Tottenham have drawn, which gives us a little bit more flexibility. Also just a casual reminder of our schedule in April. The Norwich games will be moved there, but Arsenal, Everton, Chelsea, Tottenham, all in the same month. So whatever advantage we have right now may completely disappear by the end of April. So it is incredibly important, before those run of 4 games there, for us to get as much of an advantage as we can possibly get, because now we are definitely in a title race. Man United are back. What a fascinating odds for a game against Manchester City we have. I never thought we would be odds-on favourites. One thing I've just noticed, though, the 2 injuries for them, Ruben Diaz and Tanoko, the 2 star centre-backs. Man City have a problem here. Meanwhile, so do we a little bit, actually, but not for this game. 3 of our defenders on yellow cards, but we do get to go with a full first team in this game. Obviously, I've sort of mostly rotated against Preston and then sort of half rotated in the last 2 games, which may be part of the narrowness of the results, although the performances would suggest otherwise. However, that has meant that everyone is ready for this one. Dutra in goal, Saxton, Courage, Azarta, Shaw, and that back line, Grimes and Seri, Ramirez, Vidal, Cantoro, and Silva up front. 23 goals for Silva this year in total. I've not really talked about him all that much, but he is doing quite well. 20 years old. He has become the player I hoped he would. Now we're right in the middle of youth intake season. I'm being a little bit more aggressive on trying to capture a few players this year. 2 people have already denied me. I'm not happy with that. Yeah, 1 from Bayern Munich, 1 from Lyon, I think it was. It was a French side anyway. Both of them decided to stay at their clubs. They are looking tired. It has to be said. I saw the percentages as soon as that popped up there. And Dominic Szoboszlai is on sub 80%, 4 minutes into the game. Wow, okay, the heavens just opened up out there. I hope that's not a sign. You can probably hear the rain on the window. Great timing, but I'm not going to stop recording. Silva, Saxton, Ramirez. Just adds mood, really, doesn't it? Grimes. What? Sorry. What? I don't have words for what. I mean, thankfully it didn't result in a goal, but sweet Christmas. Okay, the rest of the team is looking alright, actually. It's just Ampadu for some reason, and Szoboszlai. Thankfully, you still have Jamaica and Peralta, who seemingly can step into that back line if necessary, despite being a right back. I would argue, if they got Ampadu, why they don't play him as a centre-back, considering he is one? Cantoro is going to charge, though. I forgot which way we were going there because of Grimes' earlier decision-making. I genuinely forgot which way we were going there. Oh my god, Seri's actually scored a free kick. It's been a while. It has been a while. He had one in the last game, which he missed. And I sort of thought to myself, it's been quite a while since Seri scored a free kick. And lo and behold, Costa's not done well, gotta be said. He scored one. I love the fact Man City have come here with a cautious mentality. That says so much about how good we are this year. Jamaica, Alvarez, it's hoofed over the pitch. I don't like how he was in all of the space. Adam Wright, actually, of course, a player that we had. Saxton has not fouled him. Sergio saved. Of course, the players know each other a little bit. Wright was here for a year on loan with us. So whilst he barely played, we should know how he sort of performs as a player because he trained with us. Saxton is going to lob that one into the box and doesn't really get anywhere. Grimes will gather the loose ball and smash it off a defender. It's not been the best showing from Grimes so far in the first 36 minutes, I would argue. Grimes, Saxton, still Saxton. He's gone for it. Former Manchester United man, of course, with his first goal of the season coming against Manchester City. Of course it is. Of course it is. When he regains the ball here, I'm just thinking, surely not. Surely not. He's not. I mean, the defender's not done well there, and the position from the goalkeeper, I don't really know if the positioning is good there or not, but Saxton's decision to put it in the far corner was definitely correct. So Tottenham's draw means we're 5 points ahead of both of them, but like I said earlier, 4 very tough games in April could see that lead wiped out immediately. Grimes, for some reason, is on above 8, despite the fact he nearly cost us a goal there. In a weird way, I kind of want at least one of those defenders to get a yellow card here, so they're out of the Norwich match, and then fresh for that run of 4 very important games. But none of them have picked up a yellow card here. Greenwood, it's still weird seeing Greenwood in Man City colours. I think that was a tackle, actually. It was a tackle pass. We've seen it before. Vidal's made it 3-0. It was a tackle pass from Saxton. We've seen Courage do it before, I think it was, in an episode. So you don't actually get to see the tackle pass, but Silva here rounds that defender who doesn't really do a lot of effort. Who is that defender? Peralta. Well, we know his time from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's not the most work-heavy of people. Ramirez, 6.8. Have to say, this inside forward role recently, a bit problematic again. You know, Madeira had a good run at the beginning of the year. Ramirez had a good run in January, I think it was, but neither of them at the moment are performing particularly well. And he is the most tired of all the players. Madeira can step onto the pitch for a little bit. Bear in mind, we do have to keep fresh for Bayern Munich as well here, midweek. With that in mind, I mean, Castillo and Saxton are largely similar players in total, so I don't really feel the need to necessarily keep one of them fresh. I mean, both of them fresh. Still Shout. He's gathered a corner. I have no idea. This might just be because I've decided to make a change. It was. Realistically, one of these guys in the middle probably should be coming off here. Actually, I know who definitely should be coming off this pitch. 3-0 up. We're going to shove Courage out there. We're just going to bring Pulisic on as a... We're going to do this again, basically. Pulisic on as a winger. Courage on as an inverted wing-back. Shower is the one we need to keep absolutely 100% fresh. They are knackered. They have moved Ampadu into the back line. Vidal's nabbed that one. He's oofed it up. I was half expecting a mistake there, but it's landed at Grimes' feet and he's oofed it up the pitch instead. Silva smashed it off number 20. Seri will regather. I don't know if this was a block highlight. Zata back to Sergio. Does continue, though. Probably can come off attacking. Oh, good God, that was terrible. It's Greenwood. He scored. It was due to a mistake twice. Because not only was this awful, so was his positioning here as Greenwood comes forward. Yeah, he sort of... I don't know where he was going, Dutra. He definitely wasn't going backwards towards goal. He sort of drifted towards the centre spot for some reason. Penalty spot, I mean. Madeira whips that one in. Grimes nearly makes it. Well, I say nearly makes it 4. It was clearly nearly enough for it to be a highlight. Probably should have kept some of that midfield fresh, but I have half rotated them in recent weeks. Overall, good performance. Have I got to do international stuff before the Bayern Munich game, or can I do that afterwards? I better have to do it before. So, Bayern Munich. There are an insane amount of people on a second yellow card danger here. So I'm going to take 2 of them out. Defenders I'm just going to have to risk and see what happens. But I'm going to take Cantoro and I'm going to take Seri out of the first 11. Just to make sure they're not all out at the same time. Because it will get problematic if all of those are out simultaneously. In terms of youth intake poaching, which I have been doing in the background, I just need to let you know of one player. I have zero care of how good he is. But I am trying to poach a player from Sheffield United's youth intake. Who is a central defender called Terry Nodder. Yes. That is a genuine name given to a genuine defender in this game. He will join the likes of Bob English in my youth system on purely name basis alone. Of course, we hold a 2-1 lead here. We're now at home. 2 away goals, which does mean Bayern Munich need to win 2-0, 3-1, 3-2, of course, will also get them the victory as well. So they either need to get 2-0 or score 3 goals. And we're going to attack them because that's sensible. I should just mention the reason why I'm being super aggressive on this year's youth intake is because I still have 76 million transfer budget as a result of the Koita sale. I might as well just invest it in players who might become good one day. I have no idea whether or not this series will still be going by the time they come good. I mean, if we win the Premier League this year, it does put things in a little bit of perspective. Obviously, the Champions League, still a target, and probably a bit harder to get hold of, let's be honest. A lot more putt luck involved in that. I have also gone for youth players that actually look good as well as Terry Nodder. I should say that as well. That appears to be exactly the same lineup, except they might be trying a little bit more in central defence this time. Yep, 29 appearances for this lad. Again, technically, but again, we say technically not that amazing. Courage technicals are quite bad for how good he is overall. It's really weird. Like, considering how well he's regarded as a whole player. Physically sensational. Mentally, top ends are great. Like, the things that actually matter for a central defender, like the bottom end of his mentals are actually kind of worrying. This lad alongside him, I'm not sure how many appearances he's had either. 19, 27 in total this year. So they appear to be their first choices. Glad to know they're actually going to try in this second leg. I've just stressed out Courage. There we are. Tell him I've got faith, and that sorts him right out. Of course, a boring 0-0 will be perfectly fine in terms of just progressing. Not great for entertainment purposes. They've scored. Oh, God. They've scored and it's counted. They've learned how to stay onside this time. Lucianino whips that one in. It's Asier Zata who misses a header. Quite surprisingly. We're going to see it with the line to see how onside they were. Yep, well onside this time. Yeah, it's Zata who misses the header. He doesn't really jump. Boring 0-0 will be nice. Now it's a tense 1-0 because if they score again, they're through. One goal doesn't make a difference. We're still throwing 2 away goals. Maybe I shouldn't have gone attacking, but it's worked every single game this year, pretty much. Sheffield United aside. Vidal. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, Sevilla got there before Silva. I did momentarily lose the ability to speak there. I am aware of that, by the way. I mean, it's tense. Sergio's got a ball. I mean, that's how football works. Can that number 8 just get out of the bloody way? Pulisic. That's not gone well. Prieto. What are you doing, number 3? Sergio saved. 3 is Courage, isn't it? Of course, he came from Bayern Munich for 10 million. Courage could be one to think about. Now I've looked at Courage's page again. Yes, he's 4-star. Yes, obviously the top end of those mentals are great. Yes, those physicals are great. But the bottom end of those mentals, I'm not really happy with. Now I've seen them again, and the technicals obviously aren't brilliant either. Shows, I know he said butchered that, but he's got away with it. Grimes, Ramirez, and it might actually be a chance for us if he gets through to Silva. Silva's through. Go around the goalkeeper. Nope, doesn't need to. 1-1. Oh, we've got 1 goal back, and now they need to score 3. I mean, obviously 2-1 sends it to extra time, of course. So a second for us would just be great, because it doesn't mean they've forced to score 3. Thank you, Ingler, for giving us the ball there. Spent a year here, of course, back in the Championship days. Pulisic, he's gone for it alone because match engine. Okay, throw in. Azata has been booked. Will miss the first leg of the next round, I do realise now. Vidal, never mind. Grimes, once again. Courage, finds nobody except Ingler. He never played alongside him, so I don't. He's offside, I'm fairly certain. He wasn't. Alright, that highlight just flickered as if it rebooted it. Something might happen from this corner after all. I normally just don't really care about corners, but a highlight flicker does get me worried. Munoz, nope, baited me. Vidal's nervous, get off the pitch. Oh, Seri came on and got booked. He's going to miss the next leg as well. If this stays 1-1, of course. 80 minutes or so gone. Fiat Arp's come on the pitch. I don't think he came on last time. Hep on the ball. Hep's so good. Courage has made a mess of that, I'm fairly certain. Hep, Sergio, thankfully. I'm sort of in a weird position where I don't want to bring anyone else on. Little part of me wants to bring Medina on from one of the defenders that are in danger of being booked out here. I also want to bring Cantoro on, but he's one of the players who would miss next round. I think we just tried to see this out. It's so... Oh, God, there's a highlight. Pulisic, Silva. I mean, if we score, then I will make changes. No, he hasn't. Ramirez, too tight. He's just kicked it off the pitch for no reason. Just mishandled that. That's not a... I can't do words right now. I'm too tense. 1-1. Oh, that's not quite the dominant performance we've seen of late, but we will take it. 1-1. We're through. I'm actually going to say I'm not happy with it, just to fire them up, make sure they're not complacent for the remaining games. Frankly, West Brom can knock us out. I don't care about the FA Cup this year. 8 million, Silva scores. When's the draw for this? Yeah, Seri and Azata are out. That's massive. It's on Friday. Oh, God. So the other victors from this week are the Stripy Horse, Man United, and Porto. I think the other one's playing this week, which means the last 8 look like this. 1 German side, 2 Spain, 3 English. Porto's still here as well, of course. They've just retained one of their youth players, which is really irritating. Not done very well in persuading them. Oh, massive first one. Barcelona, Real Madrid. Man United take Dortmund. We're going to get Tottenham. Of course we do. Which leaves Porto with the Italian side. So, great. Oh, it does the semis, doesn't it, as well? So we'll get the winners of Porto or Zebra, if we get past Tottenham. Am I going crazy, or did they dump us out of the Euros last year? The year before last, sorry. We won it, obviously, last year. Yep, they were the ones who dumped us out of the Euros in the quarterfinal stage, weirdly enough, 2 years ago. So now we meet them in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, which basically just means there's going to be an awful lot of Tottenham in the coming episodes, because I can't ignore the Premier League match. I just can't. We might just do both legs of the Champions League, skip over the Everton game in the midweek, and then do Chelsea and Tottenham in an episode that follows. That seems to be the most sensible thing in my eyes. So, a lot of Spurs to come. Until then, ta-ra.